Yeah, hi, my lovely people. Yeah, good evening. Yeah, I trust everyone is doing fine, and everyone is enjoying the summer. Yeah. So today I'm gonna talk about how to go about how to avoid certain things when you're in training because of what happened. The other day concerning the guy who messaged me. And it's not particularly that guy, but people who have been messaging me. Having issues in training. Yeah. So, for example, if you are from a Commonwealth, country, you should bear in mind that you are in someone's country, yeah. And there's a saying that if you go to Rome, do what the Romans do. If you if you go somewhere, you tend to I don't know how to say this. Like you tend to just overlook certain things. Yeah. That is the word I'm gonna use. Overlook certain things, because if you do not overlook certain things, you might end up, messing things up for yourself. Yeah, might end up messing things messing up things up for yourself. Yeah, and then you need to acclimatize to the culture, to the UK culture, and then the weather. For the weather, well, that one obviously, but for the culture, that is what people normally don't, know. Yeah. Because there are some things we Africans we consider to be rude, but they consider it to be okay. And then sometimes we the Africans too, there are some things we consider to be respectful, but they consider it to be like, you are being too weird. Yeah. For example, the way we use we Ghanaians, the way we use our place, and then when we are giving something to someone, to an elderly person, we normally use our right hand. Because in our culture, our left hand is something. Yeah, it is on a video, so I don't wanna get my video taken down. So yeah, those in Ghana knows what I'm trying to say. That what we use our left hand, normally use our left hand for. Even when you greet an elderly person, you don't greet an elderly person with your left hands. Your left hands. When you salute an elderly person, you don't salute with your left hands. When we were in school, yeah. When we were in primary school back home, yeah. So you need to, acclimatize and adjust to certain things, yeah. So yeah, for example, for the first thing I really want to talk about is admin, yeah. Those in the British Army knows what I'm trying to say, admin here, because the training is meant to be tough. If anyone tells you training in the British Army is easy, then he's lying. You consider that you are being trained by one of the world's best military, one of the world's best country with one of the country with the best military, organization, like with a strong military organization. So you should know, especially those going to the infantry and then the Marines. You should know that it's going to be very tough, because that is where I went. I went to infantry training center, and it was very, very it was horrendous. Yeah, our time was very not this time that they've really lighten certain things. Yeah, they've really lighten certain things. Yeah, because right now we are in the 21st century, and then everything is about machines, AI, robotics, and then psychological warfare. Yeah. If you don't know what psychological warfare is, just go and Google it. Yeah, I don't want to talk about it. Yeah, psyops. Yeah, so that is whereby countries, yeah, I'm not gonna talk about that one. Yeah, leave it. Yeah, so admin, for example, when you wake up in the morning, and then before you go for scoff, that is before you go for your breakfast, there's certain things you need to do to be ready for the day. So a day before, that is when normally around 6 p.m. they will post everything what you guys will be doing the following day on the board for you to know, because you don't normally use your phone when you are in training. That is especially in phase 1. When we're in phase 2, well, phase 2, so yeah, so they normally let you use your phone. So fast forward. So first thing, when you wake up from your bed, when you wake up from your bed space, the first thing you need to do is to lay your bed. lay your bed. Make sure your beddings are clean. Normally they change the bedding, so sometimes it's not your fault. Yeah, but make sure it is well, laid, well ironed. Yes, you need to iron the sheet. It's white. It's white and blue. The bed sheet is white. And then the duvet is blue. So you need to make sure they're all ironed. And then when you go to train, when you start training, your section commander will tell you how he wants his, his section, how he wants his section to lay their beds. So do what your section commander tells you to do. Do not question say that Corporal, I think if you do it that way, it's gonna be nice. No, you are not there. He's been paid to transfer you from civilian to soldier, and then he is experienced. So you always have to listen to him or her. Yes, you always have to listen to your section commander. Act like you don't know anything. You don't know anything in the army, so you are learning. Yes, you are learning. Sometimes you need to drop certain things. Yeah, so you make sure you iron that is the first thing you have to do. Lay your bed, iron it, make sure there are no creases, they are all neat. Your pillowcases, they are all well ironed and well laid. Yeah. Then after that, you go for a quick shower. Please, you go for a quick shower. Even if you have 10 minutes. If you have 10 minutes to do everything, after laying your bed, the first thing you have to do is, take a shower. Because you don't know what you guys don't know. You don't know what you guys will be doing that day. And trust me, you don't want to be that person who will be in parade, who will be on parade, and then his armpit, your armpit will be smelling. Yeah, and then your whole body will be your whole body will be smelling. To be honest, you will never enjoy training. You will never enjoy training. Man, this is what one of my section commander taught me. If you are in a hurry, yeah, let's say you've got an hour to do everything. Maybe let's say Reveille means you wake up. You won't need to wake up around 6 a.m. or something. They match you guys to SCOF, which is around 5:30, 7. Yeah. So if Reveille, for example, if Reveille is 6 o'clock, make sure you wake up maybe 45 minutes earlier or 1 hour 30 minutes earlier. If you have your phone, set an alarm. You wake up. If your mates are still asleep, please do not switch the light on if your mates are asleep. If Reveille is 6 o'clock, your section commander will switch the light on 6 o'clock. Or 5 minutes earlier. So you just do you. Get your phone or get your torch and then use that to do all your admin. If the light is still off and then the room is still dark, that is what I do. The first thing I do is go for a shower. Go for a quick shower. That's what my section commander normally tells me. Personally, yeah, he tells me that once you get into the shower, straight up, wet your body and then get out. Yeah, wet your whole body. Use a bit of shampoo. Wash your face. Wash your armpits. Wash around your private area at the back of your ear. Yes, and then brush your teeth. If you've got mouthwash, use it. Then you wipe yourself and then you go back to the room. Yeah, then you start doing your admin. You polish your boots. You iron your uniform. You should iron your uniform every single day. Every single day, iron your uniform because they will give you guys thread. So that is what I do is that I use one for parades. So the one that I use for parade, I don't touch it. I will iron it very well, immaculate, and it will be in my locker. Then I'll use another one. I'll iron another one, which I use for let's say we're going for SCOF or we are going for lessons or we are going for some workshops or something, or maybe church. Yeah, Catholic. Sometimes they let us go to church, but not just for a meeting. Yeah, maybe a meeting or something. Yeah, maybe we're going to meet insurance people or something, and create a bank account and then all those things. Yeah, and then the other one, I will iron that another one for as a spare. Yeah, that is what I do. That is both the top and then the down. and then the green, the inner, yeah, the MTP, not the MTP, the t-shirt, yeah, that yeah, that brown t-shirt, yeah. Then it will be in my locker. That's it. And then after ironing make sure you polish your boots. You say, let me teach you one. I'm going to teach you one trick. When you're polishing your boots, make sure you first, wipe off all the dust, all the mud underneath it and everything. Then you polish it. You first polish it with dark tan. Just use the dark tan polish. If Kiwi that dark tan polish, use that one. Polish it. After polishing it, leave it there for it to dry. Let's say maybe 10 minutes. Once it is drying, you take out your socks. You make sure your socks are all clean. Put it there, and then by that time you finish all those things, they might have switched on the light, and then everyone will start doing their admins. Yeah. So after that, then you lay your bed. You'll be given a chair. I think you'll be given a chair there. So you sit on the chair and then do all your admin, and then lay your bed. Make sure your bed is ironed. Yeah, you need to iron your bed sheet and then your duvet. Make sure they are all cleaned, and then lay it the way your section commander taught you, not the way you were taught back home. No, they will teach you how to do that the army style. Every section commander has the ways and the way he or she wants it. Yeah, so you do it the same thing. Then you also iron your pillowcase. Make sure your pillow are all clean. They smell nice. And then your bed space, if you've got air freshener, just that was what I normally do. I spray. That's because me, I hate stinking things. So you spray there. You spray your pillowcase. Underneath your your duvet, and then underneath your bed. Everywhere, and even inside your locker. Then after that, if you've not got any inspections, then you can leave your locker. You can leave it the way you wish you want it to be. But if you've got inspections, inspections normally comes every morning. So make sure it is also laid out the way you are being taught. You are being taught, yeah. Then normally they put a picture there, so you check the picture and then you do everything. Then after that, your MTP trousers, you get your notepad, your pen, one notepad, 2 pens, 2 pencils with an eraser. Ghanaians, we call it eraser, but here they call it rubber. Yeah, with a rubber on top of rubber. Then you get a sharpener, a portable one. Then you will, waterproof it. Yeah, you don't just shove it inside your map pocket. That is the one. They're not there. That one. Then you waterproof it. Then you seal it, and you get a waterproof box, the portable, the small one. You seal it. They're all inside. Then you put it inside your pocket. Then after that, you dress. Yeah, you dress. You make sure your rank slides are all clean. Your hairdress. If you are using beret, that is the non-infantry people. You make sure your beret is always neat. It is always well molded. It's clean. No dust, no molds, no nothing. Yeah, and then you make sure if you are in Catrick and then you are using the crow cap, that one, yeah, you can just put it on, and then you make sure you straighten such a way it's at least it's there. Yeah. Then after that, yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Yeah. So you make sure you're all immaculate, you're all well dressed, and then your MTP shirt, make sure the tram line, yeah, it's it's very sharp, just sharp one, not double tram lines. Yeah. And then you make sure your pockets are always closed, not like it is closed anyway, but it's open. No, make sure your pockets are always sealed. Yeah, the buttons are always closed, and then the belt, the male and then the female, you make sure they will teach you all these things. Yeah, you got the male buttons and then the female buttons. So the male buttons goes inside the female button, as in you get what I mean. Yeah, yeah. When a man and a woman is having an intercourse, yeah, that is normal. That is normally what our time they use that as an example, just for us to remember. The male goes inside the female, yeah. So and it will lock it. Then that's it. Yeah. So that's it. If they tell you take your wet kit and a warm kit, wet kit you take your Gore-Tex jacket, your Gore-Tex trousers, and then you take one Gore-Tex socks, and then after that you take your your brew mug. That is, they'll give you this small mug, yeah, brew mug. Fill it with, let's say, maybe a brew or maybe hot water. Then, if you fill it with hot water, then you put maybe like a little bit of brew kit inside. Yeah, that is what I normally do. Then you make sure they are all waterproof. You might be going to the field for some lessons. Yeah, you pack all those things, Gore-Tex jacket, Gore-Tex trousers, and then you put, that is your wet kit. And for your warm kit, you get your buffalo. Yeah, you get that buffalo. They will give you all those things. Yeah, then you make sure you waterproof all of them, and then you put it inside your day sack. You close it. Then make sure all your straps are done. Not that your straps should be hanging like like dangling around. Yeah, make sure all those things are done. Then you will be ready. And then back to the boots. Once you are back to the for the boots as well, you make sure after you've polished it and then it is dried, you get another off brush. You buy 2 brushes. One is for the polish and then one is the off brush. Then you off brush it. Yeah, you see, after off brushing it, you will see that it will be you get the shiny ones, which your section commander normally recommend. Yeah, and then when you are polishing, make sure you take all the lasers out and polish it very well. Yeah, that is training. But in battalion normally we don't, yeah, because you might be busy, yeah, and when you're on the field as well. Yeah, so that is normally that is that is how to keep your admin on top. You make sure, that is a trick. Just impress your section commander. Yeah, because if you impress your section commander, whatever that he goes to the platoon office to say, that is what they are going to listen. Yeah, and please do not talk back. Do not talk back to your section commander, even if he is wrong. Just let him talk. When he's upset, let him talk. When he finishes talking, when he finishes, that's it. Yeah. So yeah, and then for the admin part, I will say so make sure you always have your own personal ironing board. Yeah, because normally if you don't have an iron board, you have to borrow your mate's iron board. And please don't take anyone's kit or anyone's something without informing the person first. Here in the UK, it is considered rude, and even in Ghana, it's even considered rude. Even though you guys are in the same room, no. Just mate, please can I borrow your iron board for 1 second or just for 2 seconds? Yeah. If it is there, say okay, fine. Please make sure you bring it, and then you can say okay, I'll iron it. I'll iron it at your bed speed, at your bed space for you to know that I am here. But it is better you get your own iron, because you really need your own personal iron. Do not say okay, I'm gonna borrow someone's. Get your own iron. Get your own ironing board, and then you use that things for all. Yeah. So for the admin, yeah, that's it. And then always make sure your bed space are always clean. You hoover your bed space. You make sure you hoover there. You make sure you're underneath your bed. They are all clean. If you've got some family pictures, just paste it on your board. Yeah. Sometimes your section commanders and the platoon commander, they love to see those things. Yeah, which normally it makes them feel that you are being connected to your family. Yeah. Or something like that. Yeah, if you've got your country's flag, yeah, you can literally paste it there. That is if your section commander allows it. Yeah, normally they will allow it, because and then, but for phase one, please don't be bringing those things. Yeah, just concentrate on your just concentrate or concentrate on being concentrate on impressing your section commander. Yeah. And then if Rivali is 6 o'clock and they tell you parade is let's say 7 o'clock or 5:30, let's say 7 o'clock, please make sure you are there 10 minutes earlier. 6:50 you are there. Stood to at ease, not attention, at ease, with your hands at your back. Stand easy. Stand there like stiff, not moving. When you see a section commander or maybe a platoon commander passing at the corridor, if he pass by you, you go to stand to attention, you halt, like you stamp and stand to attention, and then you greet him. morning corporal, morning sir, morning corporal. And if the person is a commander, you just salute, morning sir. Then, oh, thank you very much. Stand easy. Then you stand easy and then you stand there. 10 minutes earlier is always best. But if you see that you are the only person who's finished and then your mates are still there, please don't go and stand there, because you are making them look, you get me, yeah. So at least if you finish 10 minutes earlier and then your mates are still inside the room, doing stuff, and then like they've still got 5 minutes earlier, or still got 5 minutes, make sure you leave there maximum 5 minutes earlier. Then you'll be stood there, then that's it, yeah. So 20 minutes. So I'm gonna make another video again, because it needs to be in batches. So that is basically the admin in camp. That is when you are in your room, when you wake up in the morning, what you really have to do: brush your teeth, and then then they will take you guys to to scuff. Make sure you always wear your twisters when you're in training. Make sure your twisters are always on. They will teach you all those things. Yeah, when you come back from dinner, when you come back from scuff, they'll tell you guys that is eating. Scuff is food in the army. Scuff is food, yeah. So when you come back from your meals, they will tell you guys what is next and then what to bring. But always make sure you've got your notepad and pen in your pocket, and you've got your wet kit and a warm kit made ready inside your locker. So in case they tell you guys you've got 5 minutes, you've already packed. So just put at your back. That's you done. And then after PT, they tell you guys you've got 15 minutes or maybe 30 minutes to shower and do everything. Once you get into the shower, once you wet yourself, wash your face out, clean yourself, use some body spray, and then that's it. That's you done. Yeah, that's the trick. Yeah, because in the evening you will still get some time. Once you guys are done for the day, you still get time to shower. Yeah, proper shower. Yeah, so from morning to that day, don't go and do no proper showers. Yeah, you will delay you, then you find yourself in trouble, and then it might cost you something. Yeah, so guys, that is it. Thank you very much for your time. 22 minutes is too much, and then thank you very much, and I'll see you in my next video. Yeah, I'll make that video tomorrow. Yeah, thank you. Bye.